So who here is Christian? Anyone?
That's
Okay.
how I was raised, but
So Catholic, right? You're Catholic or Orthodox? No, you're just Christian. Okay. So like, do you on Christmas Day? You said you're a Mormon. I don't know if you guys follow the Pope
My
or not.
mother's Mormon.
But did you guys have any kind of a tradition when you were younger that you'd actually listen to the mass that the
Always
Pope
go to
does on
church.
Christmas?
Always.
I was just stuck, guys. Sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, because I have ADHD, and I could imagine. I could imagine having to sit through something like that.
No, but
as an
he's just
ADHD.
talking
Yeah,
about
as a kid,
love
it kind of
and
got
peace.
boring, but you had the
But
cookies at the
ADHD
end.
Cheyenne, I with a bony ass doesn't work.
You get cookies at the end, you know it like
and as well, like
get
you
to
know,
draw a little
and listen,
shepherds.
I'm not Muslim. Sorry, I'm not Christian.
I
I'm
love that
Muslim.
one.
But I've listened to the Pope, and I think it's amazing.
I've
I think the
never-
stuff that he says, like what the Dalai Lama would say about love and peace and forgiveness, and it's all
Yeah.
uplifting
No,
shit.
my mom growing up
right?
my mom was Presbyterian growing up, but when we were born, my brother and I, her and my dad said, we are not going to tell them. They will find themselves in whatever religion they want to find themselves. So we're not going to push our religion. And then actually when I got curious about Christianity myself in grade 6 and 7, and my friends at the time went to church every Sunday. So I went a couple times. But that's where I experienced like, fuck, I could not sit here for 2 hours. But then I went to a church with one of my girlfriends down in Toronto, and it was like a really like energetic choiry church, like
Ooh,
very
I love that.
singy.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
a
was
gospel
like, that,
church?
gospel, yeah.
Oh, I love
loved
gospel.
that. That was fun. But again, like I wish my parents might have pushed a little bit more on
There
me
you- I was
because
just gonna
the
say that.
discipline of it, of
Yep.
going every Sunday, because I got to experience it a couple times. I was like, oh, I did it. I'm good. But I wish I did receive the discipline of going, you know, having that extra community outreach, you know?
yeah.
You know, you have the supports, you have your pastors, you have your priests, you have the people
Yeah,
in church, you have choirs.
exactly.
And you
You
also
socialize and all that, man. You
Exactly. So-
network and you meet
so
people.
It is. So that's why I
Actually, a
also
lot
say,
of successful business people go to church specifically for that reason.
yes,
But at the same
100%.
time, though, they also find God, a lot of them as well, too, while they're there.
Yeah.
so do people in
Right.
prison.
yeah.
Fair
Well,
enough.
yeah.
I was
People
a
in
joke,
prison.
sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's
Yeah.
so true. But a lot of people in prison also find religion because it protects them.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise they'd be getting in the ass, right? So
100%.
That's one thing I do miss about like when I was a kid and I
In
was
the
going
ass?
to church. No,
I
yeah,
was gonna-
totally.
I was gonna say,
all
like,
the
where are you
way.
going here when I just talked about in the ass? It's the one thing you miss.
I miss all my friends and like family that were like in the church, and like it was something that we'd always go to every Sunday. And then when holidays came, like it was like a huge gathering and
Yeah.
stuff. So like I do
Community
miss those
thing.
things, but like I don't. There's other things I don't miss, but like
No, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
even that. See, Melissa, what you just mentioned, right? There might be other stuff you don't miss, but the parts that you do miss,
Mhm.
that keeps you grounded
Yes.
Yeah.
and that keeps
Yeah.
you secure
Mhm.
and that helps you get through all your tough times. I don't give a shit what I don't care if you believe in Scientology, which I think is completely out of whack. I don't care. I don't care what you believe. You could be Buddhist, whatever. But when you have that and you're raised like Cheyenne was saying, where from a young age, it becomes like a comfort thing.
Yes.
Where, you know, every Friday or every Sunday, it'll be like a religious mass. You get together and you
Yeah.
celebrate different holidays and occasions, right? Those become like a comforting thing of looking forward to bonding, seeing your cousins, your family, so on and so forth. And that actually makes you secure.
Which reminds me, guys, what are we doing for Christmas? Like-
I
Oh
don't celebrate
yes.
Christmas.
Every
Or-
or
year.
the holidays. Sorry.
What do you mean
Yeah.
for
Isn't
this?
this like any bonding family thing? You know, like I'm gonna bring cookies. We celebrate.
We'll discuss that
I'll eat your
another time.
cookie- I'll eat your
But
cashew.
one thing I will tell you, and this is not only just my opinion, but even a lot of psychologists talk about this. The newer generations, like Gen Z and the millennials, lack that, and for that reason, a lot more of them have depression, a lot more of them have disorders, a lot more of them have severe insecurities, a lot more of them have failed relationships. A lot more of them are not even willing to get married or have a child because all of that we just talked about is gone out the window. And now is replaced by social media and interacting through social media. I'm not saying all, I'm not saying everyone's like that.
100%.
Some still do have that at home. They still have the traditional family where they'll have the Christmas get together. They'll go to church for Christmas mass. They'll celebrate Easter. They'll celebrate Hanukkah or Ramadan or whatever. There are families that still do that, but the mass majority have lost it. And so the kids are looking for that grounding somewhere else, whether it's the fucking Kardashians or Taylor Swift. Trust me, yeah, that's where they're looking. That's the
Yeah.
wrong place. That's all. That's all. You know, capitalism. They don't give a shit. You think the Kardashians give a fuck about you and what shit you go through? They just want you to buy their shit.
I just like to put in like, I mean, it's so great to just practice your gratitude, to pray for the food you have, or even like, this is a scientific fact. Like, apparently, if you talk to your plants or you're like, talk to them kindly, they grow
Yeah.
better and their fruit is healthier. And I think that's true for the food we eat, even the water we drink. Like, I think practicing gratitude, being grateful for what you have, because it really does bring you back to the core values that, like, okay, you know, social media, you see the Gucci watch, you see the Rolexes, you see the drop top, you see like the Bentley, you see like, you know, like fur boots, like you see all of this stuff that might not even necessarily be that person's. You know, a lot of these like huge celebrities who are like picked up by record labels, that's the label's shit. And when their contract's up, you're out.
And that's all superficial stuff, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
practicing great gratitude for just the core things that we really need. All we really need is food, shelter, and like people we love.
Love is the
And
key thing.
You know, like, so just even being able to be grateful for those things, it just really
You know,
helps to like put you in perspective of like what's important in life and not all this social media shit.
you know how you were just saying about talking to plants and so on in a loving manner?
Yeah.
So, and being, you know, obviously, if you speak to the plant in a loving manner, people say it grows faster and bears more fruit, whatever. I think that the most important thing, in my opinion, is doing that to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So gratitude to your soul. It nurtures your soul. So
100%.
having faith in a greater power, whatever that power may be, but believing that if you are appreciative and you are grateful and you don't take things for granted and you're not fucking just cynical all the time, just negative all the time, and that consumes you. Like, you know, so many people are consumed by that, and that's why there's such a high rate of people with mental health issues, because they allow their feelings to be reality.
Yeah. 100%.
You just put an idea in my head. Now this might sound a little silly, but I'm gonna just say it anyway. So like talking to plants, being positive, like will do better for you. So now it's taking me down like the hippie lane, like
Yes,
going
exactly.
outside, and it's like, okay,
A good tree.
not like God talking to God, but like what if you're just like praying to like the earth?
Yeah,
like
You can meditate.
Yeah,
Like,
meditate.
that's
so
what
it makes you
praying
wonder,
is like.
is there a God or is it Earth?
I think everybody
is
in-
Earth God.
Well, I mean,
Everyone
everyone
interprets
no,
that
no,
differently.
that really wouldn't.
Everyone
I mean,
believes something.
everyone has their own
different.
belief,
Yeah.
right?
I
mean,
don't
I
say
believe there's a
believed it, but
I
it's
believe
just
there's a higher.
thought,
Well,
like
Earth is created by God,
okay.
and
Yeah.
so because of that reason, it's got
Do you want to know what I was actually, what my dad would like
Aliens?
tried to?
The aliens.
Did I
that's
say-
Scientology.
Yeah, you've mentioned it.
No, that's not Scientology.
Oh,
Is
that's
it really?
Scientology bullshit. Scientologists
Is that
believe.
what it really is?
Scientologists believe. Do you want to? Do you know what
Isn't
it is?
Tom Cruise the leader of
And John
No,
Scientology?
he- no.
And John Travolta.
They're not the leaders.
Do they believe that people lived on Mars?
So, no, who knows what
Worship
planet?
John
So
Travolta.
John Travolta,
Oh, wait, you
Tom Cruise, they're chosen ones.
Yes, they are.
Okay,
They're like,
go
they're
on.
like, they're like. Have you guys seen War of the Worlds
Yes.
with,
Yes.
with Tom Cruise, where
Yeah.
he saves everybody?
Mhm.
So they believe some fucking alien named Xanu had released these people's souls onto Earth, and they attach themselves onto human bodies, and they're chosen ones. And then Xanu's going to come back and destroy Earth, and these people are going to be our saviors.
Mhm.
At what point did they attach themselves though? Like right after they
Who-
came out
I don't
of
know
the
all the
womb?
details. And Ron Hubbard, who wrote this shit, like he wrote the book like fucking. It's called Dynetics, I think, and he wrote it like 50 years ago. So it's just it's a sci-fi book. It's fucked up. But back to your point about Earth, whether it's God or not. Yeah, I do believe that there's a connection with it. Like that's why you were saying, like, you know, go and meditate and hug a tree, whatever.
Yeah.
If you like Buddhist people,
You don't have to
they love
pray.
all creation,
Mhm.
right? Not just humans. They say even an ant, whatever, right? So, and that seems to have like a karma effect on, you know, if you're kind and loving to others, then that's going to come back to you over time, right? And I believe that nature kind of works that way. And the same thing with your thoughts. Like if you think positive shit, no matter how tough things are going to start, you know, getting better for you. And they might not change physically, but just because your mindset changed, now things are better for you. You understand what I'm trying to say here?
Mhm.
If you think negatively, they'll just get more negative, even though things haven't changed. But because your thought process is negative, 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 everything will look worse. But in reality, it's the same shit that it's been like for the last year or whatever. Nothing really changed. Your mindset changed.
That's
So-
how that's like the manifestation, how that works.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking negative, that's what's gonna happen because you're choosing or you're making your
100%.
own reality.
Manifest talk. Let's go.
Yeah.
Manifest
It's true,
talk.
but-
Play this sound and you'll get $1 million.
my
Oh my
God,
God.
that's
I'm
so
so
fucking-
sick of that
Oh.
shit.
Manifest, yeah.
Yeah,
Again,
you've seen those,
that's
yeah.
where you got capitalism coming
Yeah,
in,
manifest.
trying
I
to
know.
profit from it with all this bullshit,
And
right?
then like these
So
artists.
Talking about
yeah.
religion, I don't really believe in any religion. I think all the religion, at the end of the day, they talk the same.
Like the same
It's-
analogy.
Yes, you have to be a kind person. You have
Yeah.
to do sex in every religion is the same thing as well. We were talking on the topic. No religion promotes sex before marriage.
Some
None.
do. Satanism.
Yeah, that's a big one.
is that a religion?
It actually is.
There is. There's,
And you know what? And people
it's very strict too.
and
It's
you know
actually
what?
stricter
People-
than Christianity.
People misconstrue it as, oh, you guys worship Satan. No. Do you know what Satanism is? It means that you go against
Yeah.
what the social norm is. So if everybody's like, oh, I like Barbie, people are like, the Satanism's like, no, fuck Barbie.
Yeah.
You go against the social norm. You don't comply to what society standards make you out to be. So people are like, I don't want to be a part of society.
Yeah.
I want to be my own person.
Isn't that what a hipster
So basically,
is
if
too, though?
everyone's like, I love,
Is it?
everyone says I love the devil or I hate the,
No, it's
or I hate God, they're all
basically-
gonna love God.
No,
They
it's
don't
like-
love the devil. The devil
No,
isn't who they
No, but I'm
worship.
saying you're saying they're
Right.
going against the social norm. So if the social norm is I love God, they're gonna be like I hate God.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It's
I'm
like-
not
It's
a
fucked
huge
up.
No, it's
fan.
like
They'll
it's
do
saying
upside down
that
crosses and
Satan
hang out in
or
the
Lucifer or whoever the fallen angel is didn't get her.
Lucifer.
So they,
Yes.
I know there's just so
Amen,
many
boy.
ways to refer to it. I just don't know anymore. But like, he didn't get to say his part of the story, right? So then they go off on like, well, you don't know like the actual facts, like
Right.
if God is the good guy, right?